This is how you can build your own desktop AI automation workflows. We pretty much just have a chat interface, a program that has access to your computer, can take all different actions, open up Chrome browsers, search for specific information, gather that data. You can schedule all the jobs. You even have a teaching mode as well, where you can show it exactly what steps to take, and then you can schedule that, and you can pretty much just have it repeating your workflow over and over again. So let's just jump straight into it. We're going to open up this Simular AI website. So this is pretty much just the autonomous computer company, and we're going to take a look at the app in just a second. If we scroll a bit further down, we can see that we have the web app, there's a Windows, and also for Mac OS. So you can pretty much just use it in any way that you want. You can take a look at the GitHub as well. Around 10,000 stars on the GitHub code, and inside the web-based AI, we can see that is also able to do here. But we want to set up our own desktop automation workflows, so we're going to use it on our own computer. If we open up the app, let's just take a look at a quick example. One of the examples that I use it for is booking golf tee times. Like, instead of going in there, booking them, usually when you book it and it's not available, you have to go in there at a specific time every midnight, book it and so on to be the first one to get the available times. So then I can set up the workflow here and pretty much just specify the task that it has to do. They're using Simlang here for programming language. You can always just go in and code it yourself. I start with just typing it out for an agent, so it comes up with an initial workflow and template, and then you can refine it from there. So that could, for example, here be go to Chrome and search for the newest research papers in AI, and give me a summary of it. So then it's pretty much just going to go into thinking mode, plan it out, and come up with the plan, and then you can execute the plan. You can go through it and see the exact steps that you're going to take. So first of all, open Google Chrome browser, navigate to Google Scholar, search for recent AI research papers, extract information from the top research papers, use AI to generate a summary of the findings, and then display the summary to user. You can also have it put in the document, like it can do anything that you can do on your computer. You don't need a keyboard or a mouse. It's pretty much just going to do the whole workflow for you. And compared to some of the other tools out there, let's just run it. So compared to a lot of other tools out there, they're really, really slow. So this one here is taking very quick actions. You can always see the actions that is taken here on the right side. If you do anything on your keyboard or mouse, it will interrupt it immediately, and you can always take control. So you can see the mouse here, Simular, is moving around the mouse. Now it's going to the input field. It's searching for artificial intelligence on Google, and I'm not doing anything with my hands here. On the right side, we can just see the steps that it's taking. If I take over here, it's pretty much just going to pause the agent. You can put feedback and so on, but we can also just resume the flow. So now we can see that the task has finished up, and then you can see all the details. So it's automatically, once the task is done, it's going to open up the Simular Pro app, and we can see all the steps that it took, every single reasoning it does, the steps that it's taking, the subtask, and then at the end you will get your overall summary. Here we have all the list of the papers, and we can see that it has sorted it by the newest one with 2026. We can also create a new task from here. And they also have an integrated web browser that you can use directly. So you can have all the different tabs, and then you can have your AI agents together, and you can always just ask it what to do and type out a task. One of the cool things here as well is that you can go inside the code and pretty much just build out your own and fine tune the code as well. Out here you can start a template. So for example, we can take the same task as before. It will have a template, and then you can fine tune it or make it even more specific. So let's just try to grab this one here. Now we can see that, go to the Chrome tab, it came up with the Simlang code. This is all the different clicks and the actions that I need to take. So let's say that, okay, I don't want to sort by date, I want to sort by relevance. Then we can pretty much just go in here and change the code itself. So once we have set up a workflow, it's going to generate this Simulang code so we can run even faster. The other ones were just a preview. If we scroll down to the bottom, we have these accept changes, and then we will accept all the changes that I made. You can do multiple iterations. You can do modifications to it in here as well, but this is pretty much all we need. Then you can see both the instructions and also the Simulang code. If you want to do any modification, could for example be, instead of sort by date, it could be sort by relevance. You can go in and pretty much just add your own button click. So this is pretty easy to go in and modify as well if you want to make it even more complex, or it misses some specific aspects that you can then use. So then we can save the actions. Let's just say private here, so in the private space. Now we have set up our own task here. You can have multiple tasks. You can just go in and create a new task. Then you have all the workflows, and you can also schedule them. So now we can run it in replay mode here, and then it's going to run significantly faster because the whole flow is already defined now. So we can still see the steps here that it's doing, and it's taking the action on Google Scholar in the exact same way as we just did before in the demo. But now the workflow is defined, it's much faster. You just need to do the steps one by one, and we have set up our automated AI workflow. This is pretty cool, and it's just going hand in hand with this little guy. So it always has context around where you are on your desktop, and it just is able to take all the same actions as you are. So you can open up any of your apps, you can write up specific things in the workflows if you want. So that could also just be summarize the paper from 5 days, or maybe not 5 days ago, because there's a few of them. So let's just try to grab one of these here. It's going to go into thinking mode. You just type out the task. It has context around where you are as well. So this is pretty cool. This is how you can set up your own automated AI workflows. Definitely encourage you guys to do it. Like, you can ask it anything. You can also go in here and just ask it for, like, find me some bookings on hotel.com. Find me the cheapest hotels in San Francisco on hotel.com. I'm using it to do my golf tee times booking and so on. But there's a lot of things that we are doing repetitively every single day, and it's just very good. For example, for me as well, go out there, scrape all the news research, draft out a LinkedIn post, or basically just come up with 10 ideas that I can post about on LinkedIn or X or even on YouTube as well every single week. Data extraction, if we just go inside their website as well, they have tons of use cases that you should definitely take a look at. So sales and marketing, find YouTube influencers and populate their stats into a Google Sheet. That's also a very, very time consuming task. Turn a research paper into a viral X post. You can see all the videos here, demos in the exact same steps that it's taking, and where the agent here is just going step by step. We all have some automated tasks out there that can pretty much just be done by an AI agent instead, and also just data web extraction in general. So go out there, gather information, gather data for me, get it into a structured way, and then you can use it in your workflow. This is pretty cool. Make sure that you're using AI to the fullest. Go hand in hand with AI. Utilize it for writing code, automating your workflows, making yourself more efficient. And I really encourage you, everything will be down in the description, so you can check it out, use the tools, let me know in the comments what you think, and then I hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy learning.